this tarot reading. So we are going to get started. Started. We're going to enjoy this reading. We can do a little mic brushing. So we got a little mic brushing there. And just a little more tapping and scratching before we get started. Okay. So we are going to get started, and I will go ahead and hit the singing bowl to go ahead and get this reading underway. But in order for this to get started, I want you to make sure you hit that like button and that subscribe button. Consider this the way that you are tapping into this reading in a real physical way. But yes, you are here in a metaphysical way, and let's get the singing bowl. Okay. So we are going to get some energy about what spirit wants for you. This is a timeless tarot reading, so this will work for any time you are coming across this video. But let's see what the spirit has for you, what message the spirit has for you, and we will get a oracle card from the goddess, gods, and guardians, just to see what guardian oracle is there for you. Let's do that again. That sounded so amazing. Don't you agree? Hello to the chat. Hello, Cece. Hello to the chat. Hello, Hunter. So let's shuffle and see exactly what spirit has for you at this time. I'm trying to see exactly which way do you like listening, but let's get these shuffles out the way. So the first card to pop out. I have to pick it up off the ground, but yes, it is the King of Wands. The King of Wands is all about leadership. So you are, taking account, and you're taking up that leadership role in your life to, be responsible for the vision that you see for yourself for the future. You also, you may be, going into the mode of entrepreneurship, where you are just trying to see how can you, work for yourself in a simple way. How can you, be a leader for yourself in a way that, you feel comfortable, sitting on that throne of your life and it is going to come with you, following your passions and your purpose, and being confident. The King of Wands energy is that energy of yes, where you know that you are a natural born leader with a vision for the future. So the King of Wands is the fire energy. You have a lot of fire, a lot of passion. That's what it symbolizes. And you're not afraid to take, like I said, that leadership, that throne, and being very confident. Hello, hello, hello to the chat. And that's the energy that leaders have to have. You can't be in the energy of like lacking a vision. So leaders are, people who are focused on their vision. They're not swayed by the current circumstances. They're very focused on what will happen because a leader makes things happen. So that is your energy of, making things happen for yourself. And subsequently, you can make things happen for other people as well by like hiring people. Even if you are an entrepreneur, there'll be times where you need to, bring people in on your vision or, get help in subtle ways. So you will be a leader as well with that energy. But yes, let's get another card. What message does Spirit has for you? Let's see. Let's get another card. So you have the card of partnership coming out. This is the Two of Cups, and partnership is it can be seen in a couple of different ways here, as far as harmony, just mutual attraction. So this could be, just balance as well. So being balanced within yourself, also having the number two, it talks about that, duality. So even within yourself, there's the duality of the divine feminine and the divine masculine in your life. So this could be a partnership with you and another. Even when we have the card of leadership here, there's this energy of being a leader. You in relationships, you have to take a leader role, and just being responsible for whatever actions you are doing that cause different reactions within your partnership. So these actions should lead to harmony and balance within your relationships, even if it's just talking about the relationship with yourself. It is important to, have those checks and balances so that you are, making sure that you're meeting whatever expectations that you set for yourself. So if you come to the table as a leader, people expect a lot from you and you expect a lot from yourself, right? So if you are someone who is acting out on your vision, as of course a leader does, you have to know, like, you have to be accountable to yourself and to whomever you are leading as well. Thank you so much for the likes. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Make sure you like the video as well. I appreciate it. But let's see what else is coming towards you. Let's see, and then we'll get to oracle cards. So the card that popped out is the Magician. So this energy of, if you're looking to create something, it could be a relationship with another person or just, looking to lead other people. Because you are a leader, you have to use your manifestation skills and your creativity. And again, we see the number, again, we see the letter, the word confidence coming up. So we have confidence here, and we have confidence on the King of Wands as well. So confidence is key. No matter what manifest the things that you desire in this world. Your confidence has to be, on a level where you feel untouchable in a way, because the energy that you use in order to manifest, it has to be, coming from um, a place of skill. Like you feel confident because you have been like sharpening your tools. The magician is the one with all of the tools, all of the tricks in the bag. And so you're using your life experiences to get the things that you desire. So the quote on this card is, you can manifest what you desire in your life. It's all in your hands. So no matter what situation you find yourself in, whether it's in a relationship or if you find yourself in a leadership position, like maybe this could symbolize, getting a new role at work. This also, with these two cards coming out together, like I said, it is the energy of like entrepreneurship there, where you are taking a leadership role in your life. And whenever you are, in connection with another person, or in other relationships, this can be romance, friendship, or business. There's a connection and good communication there that you have to have. So it's like that harmony of the masculine and the feminine. And this could be, like I said, the beginning of a relationship, or just that beginning of harmonizing your own energy so that you can be the best leader that you can be, and be able to lead yourself to a prosperous vision of your life. So when you're looking at the magician card, that card is telling you a lot of what you need to know about yourself and the role that you have to take on, because the magician is a powerful manifester. You can definitely achieve your dreams by using all of your divine energy. So it's that divine masculine and the divine feminine. You have to use all of that to connect with the universe through your imagination to manifest your desires into reality. The magician card is definitely all about that. So a leader and someone who has a vision uses their imagination. And imagination is not like a childish thing that kids use to like play around. Imaginations are definitely for adults as well, and you have to really tap into that in order to be successful, because you have to make the unseen things that's in your mind into a physical reality. And that takes the masculine side of yourself, but it also, before you get to doing any work, it takes the feminine side of yourself. And the magician indicates being successful with your interactions with people. So, that's the energy of like the Two of Cups as well, having harmony in every, partnership, in every coming together energy in your life, as well as, the magician, like I said, you are just having successful interactions, and it's because you have insight and being able to visualize what's possible like a leader should. You're able to tap into your creativity to discover new possibilities, and you don't have to understand it all intellectually, because your intuition is your ace in the hole. It's something that you can use, and use that to respond in a spontaneous manner to find out what's right in front of you. So leaders often have to do things like that, right? So you're a leader, so you understand that sometimes when certain things happen that doesn't go according to plan, you have to be the one to pivot, and you have to say, you know what, I am going to be spontaneous in this moment and not hold myself back and not quit or anything like that, because the magician is associated with energy, like high energy and potential. So the potential to manifest whatever you desire. And this card symbolizes the physical and the spiritual worlds, like meeting, and you being that conduit of spiritual energy into real world actions. So it's that energy of as above, so below. You can see that's why the symbology of the hand is up and then it's down, because it's like pointing to those two energies, the spiritual and the physical. And also it's that symbol, the symbology of the infinity sign as well, to let you know that that's the way that it is, and that's the way that it's always been, right? So let's go ahead and get your last card before we go to the oracle. Okay, So the card that popped out was the Wheel of Fortune. So the numbers you have is 1, 10, and 2. Or just, 1 and 2, which is the number 3 as well. But add it all together is 4, of course. But those energies, the numbers are important energies. Let me know if you have been seeing any of these numbers randomly, or if you feel connected to any of these numbers. But the Wheel of Fortune card is the card that is asking you, how do you adapt to changing circumstances? And that's what I kind of talked about before with the Magician, of being spontaneous. So someone who is a leader. And you can also see all of these cards are a yes card. There's fire, water, and air here. So the energy of the Wheel of Fortune is also that energy with being okay with change. A leader has to be okay with change. Like I said, some spontaneous actions may be required of you, and a leader has to adapt. And this card of the Wheel of Fortune, everything has a beginning and an end, and the wheel will always keep turning. That's what I said, with that energy of the infinity symbol. So it's this cycles that keeps happening and keeps showing up all over life, and life will keep throwing lessons our way to keep us on our toes. So I think as a leader, what you can do is lean into that. Not be afraid of lessons, because you realize that lessons are what help you grow. So when you are asking for, just more responsibility, which you are unknowingly asking for, if you're asking for like a new car or a new house, that's a new responsibility, right? But it's not a bad thing, of course. You are also, when I think what would be perfect for you is asking for the desire, and also asking for the spiritual strength and the spiritual spontaneous, things that you have to take care of as a leader of your life. Not just a leader of a company, but leading your life is a huge responsibility, right? So when you're getting these things that you're asking for in life, don't just ask for the thing, the physical thing. Ask for the spiritual container in order to hold those things, because many people manifest, right? But they manifest, and then the things they manifest can also go away, just because they aren't, like I said, asking for that spiritual container to hold that vibration of wealth, to hold that vibration of luxury. Because if you experience different moments of luxury here and there, or in cycles, you don't want to experience that same opportunity, or the same cycle over and over again. So you really want to be open to change in many ways, but asking for a spiral up, of course, making sure that your changes are spiraling up and not, stagnating, of course, but also not dragging you back to the beginning of where you were before, right? So the energy of, like I said, the Wheel of Fortune is the one that is like letting go of the wheel and allowing the universe to take you where you need to be, because this wheel indicates that you have good luck and prosperity, because you are on a path, but you're allowing yourself to ride those waves of life. You're not taking yourself like extremely serious, because there's a there's a life formula, right? And there's a skill that you have been molding over and over and over again, which, like I said, it creates a lot of confidence in you. So knowing that you can control what you can control, and as long as you are doing exactly what you need to do, there is nothing that can go wrong for you, right? As long as you are sticking to the vision, as long as you are having the actions and acting from a place of confidence in whatever passion you choose, when you are acting from a place of, confidence and vision, it makes everything very much easier for you. So the Wheel of Fortune says, for everything there is a season, and for every time, and a time for every matter under heaven. What goes around comes around. So making sure that what thoughts you are sending out into the world are very positive, because they will be coming back to you. So you want them to return. I love that quote that says like, the words that I speak out of my mouth shall not return unto me void, right? So every word, every thought, even is a vibration, and you have that ability as a manifester with the energy of the magician. You have that ability to not let anything break you and to send out good things, because as above, so below. So what you send out, you will receive back, right? So let's go ahead and see which guardian you got. Okay, let's shuffle. So we have Baba Yaga, patience. Baba Yaga, patience. Okay, I definitely see how, even with this reading, before I get into Baba Yaga, I can see how, that energy is so important here. Like the patience, too. You can kind of see there, she has like a seed, it looks like. And it's that energy of, planting things. And when it comes back to you, kind of having that energy of being patient in order to receive the things that you are sending out. Is kind of like I said, the energy of the words that you are speaking will not return unto you void. So you do have to be, very careful, because whatever you are planting will crop up again, right? Even if it takes some time, or even it's not even just about being careful, which is it's understanding that this is a very good thing, a very powerful thing, that you're able to take charge over your life, be in that role of leadership like the King of Wands that you have here, because of the fact that you are in charge. So everything moves at your say so. The whole universe is like responding to you. It's very intelligent in that way. And that is something that you want to be very cautious of, right? So Baba Yaga is patience and let things develop gradually, or taking your time. So this energy is the like old woman of autumn whose spirit lived in the last kernel of harvested grain. So this is like your spirit medicine from the ancient woman of the forest. Baba Yaga is a good old dose of patience. It might not be what you want to hear, but there is simply no rushing this process, which is great, because a leader, anyone who is in charge and take authority over their life, realizes that everything in nature has a season. But in our modern world, we seem to have forgotten that all good things take time to unfold. The situation or relationship you're involved in won't respond to anxious pushing and prodding. Leave things alone for a while. Time and space are needed for this issue to heal, develop, or come to fruition. So persevere, with your journey without grasping for immediate gratification, which can be hard sometimes. But like I said, a leader has to keep that vision and hold that vision and do it with a lot of confidence, realize that you have to keep going even when it seems as if nothing is happening. Instant results are not the way of Baba Yaga, and she is inviting you to build something of quality, of real substance, something that endures. So you may, get the immediate gratification, which is a quick dopamine hit. But when you're building something, when you're a leader with a very big vision just for your life, you have to, realize that even when you're keeping going, when you're keeping yourself in balance, that's what the Two of Cups is all about. Keeping that balance within yourself to, sit there and go through the changes. And when you ask for something, things in your life may start being taken away, or people in your life may start going away, because you may ask like for an amazing partner, like the Two of Cups, one where you feel balanced within that partnership, right? But the energy that you have to hold in, if this person that you're with currently isn't your partner, when they go away, you have to trust that a better replacement is coming up in their place, right? So it says, there are ages and stages of accruing spiritual knowledge, which is like that energy of the Wheel of Fortune down here. It's that energy of, for everything there's a time and a season, and changes are always happening, whether you are, looking at them or acknowledging them or not. You don't need to ask frantic questions of the universe, of your teachers, or of yourself. Rest assured, the answers will come when it's time. You're not being given everything at once, because rushing will spoil the end result. Slow cooking yields the richest, tastiest, delicious. Let go of your fast-paced agenda and allow Baba Yaga to work her timeless magic. That's why all of my readings are timeless, like I said at the beginning, because, there's a lot of things that, something that you want to last an eternity, like your prosperity in every lifetime. You want that to last an eternity. You want multiple things to last for you. You don't want it to be, a quick change of receiving a big check, but then having to, get not get rid of the money, but having to spend the money very quickly, or having too many responsibilities that you weren't anticipating, so that the money is gone. You want endless riches, endless prosperity, and that is what you will have, and you deserve to have that. But you have to, like I said, know that any delays that you are experiencing are for the absolute best, and also slow down the pace of your life. Like I said, this is a modern world where we're used to microwaves, but one thing about it, you can't cook a steak in a microwave and get the same quality that you will on a grill or on a stove, or even in the oven. So there is a certain long-term time, or just a long-term plan, that in order for it to come into fruition, it takes this energy of the magician, where you're not scared to mold something until it becomes perfect. And you realize that, practice makes perfect, right? So your invocation with this card is true healing and spiritual growth take time. I trust in the divine process. I want to get one more card because I really haven't experienced this deck so much. So let's get one more card. I'm going to shuffle. Dropped on the floor again. Okay. So, alright. We have Cain, Life Force Energy. Cain, Life Force Energy. I like this energy as well. You can kind of see the, like water that this entity, this guide, is, like taking part in. It's just giving me magician vibes, where you're in control of the elements within yourself, and thus control of things outside of yourself as well. That life force energy, it also gives me the energy of the King of Wands as well, because the life force energy is what you are in control of in your life, right? So you are the one that has to, make certain changes. you are the one that has to, take up um, certain roles in your life so that you can. Sorry, I'm looking for the person in this book, 96. Yeah. It's a lot of nines as well, but you have to be the one that takes up the authority in your life and use that life force energy, whether you know it or not. You have been using it your whole life. So, your objective now is to, like I said, take that leadership role and um, use that energy in the way that you actually want. So this is actually from a major. This is actually a major Hawaiian god of fresh water, the creator, the creative energy source of all life. So I like that I put it there, and it's like the creative energy, which is the magician spirit, but also that director life. It's for the collective, yes. Just answering the chat really quickly, but yes, it's that energy of the King of Wands. So, this energy is also, you may be seeing a rainbow because with this life force energy of Cain, there comes the rainbow, as you can see, like in the corner here, right there. So, bursting with vitality, Cain comes with a simple message. Your body would benefit from drinking more fresh water and eating nutrient-rich foods. So, this is done not because this, is like a lecturing card, and trying to judge you about dietary choices, but it's just that energy because life, you're also made up of so much water. So your vibration rises when you have more fresh water within you, and are eating alive foods or food that has life force energy, right? It is partnering with your life force energy, and it like I said, it can tune your body's needs and help your body and heal your body, but it also helps with your manifestation because it raises your vibration. So your spirit needed a reminder about cultivating true health and life force energy. Every drop of water or morsel of food contains a living consciousness and vibrational power. Is the way you eat and drink supporting your highest purpose? Is the question that you should ask yourself. Like I mentioned, it's not about, changing everything about yourself, but it is about realizing how much you can help yourself and by raising your vibration, by eating foods and drinking, water that has the intelligence in it, or speaking over your food, because this is also the card of celebrating your food, right? So savor the colors, the taste, the textures, and also you can speak over your water as well. If you haven't seen a study about that, it's very powerful to do things like that. You're very welcome, Mia. It's very powerful to do things like that because of the fact that your everything has intelligence, right? So your water, you may just start a ritual of, just speaking over your water and telling it what you want, telling it that you want love, prosperity, harmony, and you don't have to, won't actually see it unless you put it under a microscope, but the frequency of the water changes just by your energy because you are so powerful, right? So giving thanks to the creative source of the universe for sustaining you. Life is a joy when you see the sacred energy within everything. And like I said, when you see that energy and when you consume that energy, thank you so much. See, Coco. When you see that energy and you consume that energy, it is enhancing, like I said, your ability to manifest. So you can't be in the state of powerlessness when you know that you have all of the power. When you're given more information, it makes you, it puts a higher authority in your hands. So coming from this now, you can know that, hey, I can, use this water to manifest. I can use, food and nutrition to help me because it's your purpose is connected to food and nutrition in some way. Maybe you are growing your own produce, or you're just limiting junk food because it doesn't do anything to help you manifest. It feels good in the moment, but that's the energy of immediate invocation, having these two together is like so amazing because it's telling you the best things in life are worth waiting for. Wow, that's a very powerful message that just came. You know, the best things in life are, has that slow energy to it, and it yields you the absolute best results. So, this is a positive message about healing. It could be from any disorders, any like junk food. You're healing from that right now, and you're able to give clean water or food to yourself. Maybe you even are donating to charity, which is like spreading around life force energy that helps bring like clean water or food to other people. If you're able to do that, if not, like I said, you're maybe just donating that time or giving it to yourself. It's all about that balance, right? So I am in tune with my body's needs and I am full of energy. I am in tune with my body's needs and I am full of energy. That is the invocation of gain and that energy that you need to manifest with the magician right there. The energy that you need to manifest is all within your hands, like the magician card says. So don't negate, what you can do for yourself, how you can pour in yourself and bring more harmony to your own body in order for, the things that go in, the things that you consume are the things that come out, right? So that goes for energetically and also physically. So thank you so much for being here and watching this reading. I appreciate all of the lovely comments that I got. Let me know down below what other readings you would like to see, and I appreciate you for being here. That's your name, Kane. Is it Kane? I love that. So this is definitely a reading that you are connecting to, and like I said, paying attention to that, life force energy. Also, you may be seeing rainbows at this time because this energy is connected to rainbows and like very Hawaiian themed. But yes, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you all. Hope you come back tomorrow as we get some more readings done, and I will see you next time. Peace.